making noise on the court, but they're still missing one thing, a nickname. That's where you come in. Love Nebraska is giving fans the chance to submit the team's official nickname. Fans will then vote on the finalists later this season. Head to lovbneb.com/nameyourteam to submit your nickname and get in the game. Submissions end on February 22nd. Name your team, shape the legacy.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of February. Get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying. Let's sit around the table. Let's drop some plans. When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. Let's put numbers together and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Life is busy and life is loud. How can you get above the noise? Join former Nebraska cheerleader Ashlee Mitchell as she tells you about her experiences in front of the loudest crowds in college athletics and how she rose above the noise. This is Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Above the Noise is sponsored by Red Zone Bar and Grill. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Hello, guys. Tonight we have a very special guest. Her name is Charlie Wistrom. She is a sophomore at UNL from Springfield, Missouri, and currently on the Nebraska women's soccer team and is studying sports media. She comes from a seriously athletic family. Her dad played in the NFL and was part of the national championship team at Nebraska, and her mom competes in CrossFit. And now she's building her own story in college athletics and beyond. And before we start the show, we have a really quick shout out to our sponsor.
Yep, of course, Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill down there by the Lincoln Airport. Are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the walls so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer for your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street. Shout out to them as always. And you only got a few Nebraska basketball games left. Go down there and check it out.
Yep. Thank you, Harrison. All right, Charlie, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Okay. So I feel like we need to start off with just a little introduction. Who you are. I know I said you're from Springfield, Missouri. How did you end up in Nebraska? Just tell us all.
So, yeah, I was born in Seattle when my dad was still playing. And then I think pretty quickly after I was born, we moved to Springfield and we ended up there just because that's where family was and wanted to be near them. I grew up there, lived there till I was 17, 18. And then I actually enrolled early at Nebraska to come early and play soccer here.
That's so fun. Okay, so how long have you been playing soccer then? It's been a long time, I can tell.
Yeah, it's probably been, I think I was probably like 6 or 7 when I was, I don't know. I think that's when I started playing.
Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, so did your dad playing at Nebraska have any influence on you playing at Nebraska or?
So honestly, like when I was in here last week and we talked about it a little bit, I didn't want to come to Nebraska because of it. There was a little bit of push for me because of it. I didn't really want people to think that I came here because of him.
Yeah.
But I mean, the year I was getting recruited, Nebraska was doing so well that I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, it's a phenomenal school and I was lucky enough that they, wanted to look at me as an opportunity too. So ended up working out super well, but it was definitely at first, I think there was a little bit of push for me.
Yeah. I mean, I totally understand that. You don't want to be in your parents' shadow necessarily, and you also want to be your own person. Okay, how was that recruitment process then?
Recruiting is hard. Last week I talked about it on here too. But it it sucks. I feel like you ask anybody how the recruiting process is, and it's never a really enjoyable experience, but it's so rewarding. It's really good in the end.
Yeah, man. Okay, so what was like probably one of the hardest parts of recruiting? Was it like just the hard work and the self-doubt or the like questions? What was it?
It's just like a roller coaster. It's like I mean, the first day that I was able to start getting communication with schools, I had several people calling me, and then the next week no one wanted to talk to me, and it's just all over the place, up and down. You never know who's going to be interested in you, and then the next week they're not, and then this person's going to be, and then their coach gets fired, and I mean it's just chaos. It's always changing, I feel like, and so I feel like just trying to find what's right for you too out of those options, it's challenging.
Yeah, that's definitely hard. I haven't even thought about like the fact that like coaching will change during years, and especially like even like athletes change. So you might meet somebody that you really like, and then you're like, okay, well, you're graduating next year. So
Right.
do I know anyone on the
Yeah.
team? Yeah. So did you know anyone on the Nebraska team before coming here?
No, not necessarily. There's actually one of my roommates. We had played each other a number of times before we both got here, and we found out when we got here. But no one that I knew personally. Like, I grew up coming to the ID camps, and so I knew a lot of faces and I knew a lot of names just from watching Nebraska soccer, but no one that I knew personally. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun then. Like, was it scary starting a team without knowing anyone, or was it exciting? Like you kind of got to
I think
start
both.
fresh?
Yeah. I think it was definitely like I mean, it's a new experience. You're moving. I mean, I moved 6 hours away from home. Not crazy. My family came with me actually, so the support from them made it a lot better, a lot less scary. I feel like I never got homesick that people talked about because my home was like 20 minutes away now. So it wasn't as scary, I think, as it could have been. But I mean, just an exciting experience getting to meet new people and do new things and learn and grow. Like it was, I mean, since I've gotten here, the growth I've had as a person and as a player has been drastic. And so I feel like I knew that coming in, and I knew it was going to be super exciting, and I was going to get to have all of that. So I think it was a little bit of both.
That's a good I like that. That's a really sweet answer. Okay, now moving on a little bit. So you graduated early from high school, a semester early,
Mhm.
and then you started right away with Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
What was that like, and like what made you motivated to graduate early?
So my high school, I mean, okay, so it's so interesting because when you talk to people about high school sports or club sports growing up, like for football, high school football is how you get recruited. And for me, it was through club soccer. It wasn't really through high school soccer. And as much as I loved playing high school soccer in the spring and I enjoyed getting that time, it wasn't really developing me as a player. It was just for fun. It was
Mhm.
purely just like a brain break. It just played for a little bit. My high school team, we were really good my freshman year, and then after that, it was so. So it was definitely like I knew if I really was serious about this, that the right choice for me, or the choice that was gonna push me further and make me a better athlete, was to come early, get acclimated to the team before season. Because I mean, the girls that come in the summer, some of them, like the international girls, aren't able to even come in legally until, I think there's NCAA rules. They aren't able to come in until, I think, like literally a week or 2 weeks before our first game. So
Wow.
it's like, when just being a fall sport athlete, I think specifically soccer too, it's like you hit the ground running, like you're going. And so like the girls that aren't international, they came in like a month or two, I think, in the
Mhm.
summer, just depending on when they were able to come in. So like 2 months or a month. So they had a little bit of time, but I had me, and then I think there was 3 other freshmen that came in with me early, and I personally, for me, it was the best choice I could have made, just knowing my personality, and I'm a little more anxious and I wanna get used to things. Like, it definitely was the right choice for me, and I cannot imagine where I'd be at without it. Like, those 4 or 5 months of development here with this team and getting to work with the players that are now gone, like, those people helped shape who I was, you know, and so
Mhm.
those 4 months. I feel like spring too for soccer, collegiate soccer is like the biggest time for development because in the fall you're just playing games. That's can you stay healthy and can we just win games? It's not really about learning or teaching. In the spring, it's like, can you learn how to strike a ball properly? Can you learn our movements? Can you learn our press? It's all those things. And so I feel like developmentally, that's where the most happens. And so I just think for me personally, it was a huge deal that I came early.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know that multiple girls had came early. So did you guys so then you guys just started practicing right away when you started school in the spring, correct?
Yeah.
Wow. So you were involved in lifts, in practices, everything?
Yeah.
That honestly does sound like such a great deal. Like you just got to get acclimated a little early, but
Mhm.
also there was pressure, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but not nearly as much as if you would have started in the fall and then
Right.
gone straight into games.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so in the fall, like ballpark this, when do you guys start playing games? Is it like right away month in? Is it like right away that day that
So
school starts?
yeah, all summer we have captain led practices. So
Uh-huh.
the coaches aren't able to be there. We're able to be with our strength coach, but all summer long we can't be with our coaches. And so I think we have, if I remember correctly, we had a week and a half or 2 weeks with our coaches. So that's, I believe, 10 practices,
Wow.
maybe if, because I think we were allowed 5 a week. I'm not sure if I remember right, but 10 give or take
Yeah.
practices with our coaches before our first game.
That's crazy. I actually did not know that. But I love watching soccer. You guys have been crushing it lately. Goodness, like now I'm running out of ideas of what to ask because I'm fangirling so hard about soccer. But did you always want to go into college soccer?
Yeah. Yeah. When I was little, I grew up playing a bunch of different sports and random things. I did gymnastics and I did basketball, or I ran track in high school for a little bit. But I think I always, as you get older and your parents are like, okay, you got to start cutting some sports out. Like, I never wanted to stop playing soccer. It was definitely what I always had a passion for.
That's really sweet. Okay, so doing all of those different sports then, did that help you at all with soccer? Like, did it help teach you a little bit of like well-roundedness, or is there any big lessons you got from playing multiple sports?
I'm sure there was a lot of benefit. I mean, even just my parents talked about growing up, like, okay, maybe we need to add a sport back in because you're just playing soccer and like that, like the consistent movement patterns, like that can't be great for your body. Like maybe switching to basketball where it's a little more side to side and
Mhm.
less of that aggressive cutting. And I do think track personally for me, I mean, obviously it's going to make you fitter. It's going to make you a more explosive, stronger, faster athlete.
Yeah.
Um, which I enjoyed. But honestly, I think for me, the thing that helped benefit me the most athletically was growing up with my mom. It was every day, like, you're gonna move your body today. So we would wake up and we would work out, or after school we'd come home and we would work out together. It was CrossFit constantly. So that was, I think, just the biggest thing that helped make me a good athlete.
That's so fun. Okay, so did you do CrossFit with your mom ever since you were a little kid, or when did that start?
Yeah, I don't know when I first started, but I have videos of me probably like 4 or 5 years old doing pull-ups
Oh
and
my
like
gosh.
PVC pipe clean and jerks and those kind of things. And I have videos of my little brother trying to do overhead squats with PVC pipes, and he's probably like 7 or 8. I don't know, but
Aw.
my dad coaching us, like my parents were both into it at the time. My dad was a good training partner for my mom, or he tried to be. But we all did it as a family. So I can't remember exactly what age, but we were really little.
That is so fun. Okay, so do you still do CrossFit at all?
I do when my strength coach is okay with it, but I like to, like, in the winter, like when we had our winter break, I would go in with my mom and work out after I would go do my strength sessions, just when my strength coach is okay with it. But because it is hard on your body.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes too, like if my mom's doing a strength piece, I'll do the conditioning piece with her later, but I still try to every now and then.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually really funny that you bring up strengths because we had an initial phone call about this show, and I asked if she had Coach Hayden as her strengths coach because he was our strength coach. And I remember over the summer one day we saw the soccer gals doing assault bike, and they were doing it so much that we were like I was scared as a bystander. And so how has strength training been for you? I know it's not always just the assault bikes. That was
No.
probably just a long day.
Yeah, no. We had the fitness test today actually, so it was a great start to my morning, 7:45. But no, Hayden's amazing. He's a great strength coach. The strength program here is phenomenal. Like
Mhm.
so attentive to detail, and like this block we're gonna focus on being explosive, and then the next block we're gonna focus on being stronger, and then just timing it with when we're supposed to peak and like when we're supposed to get stronger. Like this spring, it is all about how fit, how strong, how fast can you be. And then during the summer again, like it is like we get a month break and then it's grind again. It's June, July, it's optional. But I mean, everyone last summer was here. It was an amazing experience because we were all there to push each other.
Yeah.
And then in the fall, it's can you be consistent? Can you maintain where you're at? And so I feel like Hayden does a phenomenal job making sure that we're, going through these phases where we need to be. And I don't know, always learning new things. And he's always great. Like he's tells you if you want to come in and see him and ask questions about what we're doing. If you're curious, you're more than welcome to. And he's always happy to explain. So it's always awesome. He's great.
That was one thing I really appreciated about him too, was he would say, okay, girls, I know y'all are tumbling, like your joints are probably like getting hit pretty hard, especially like your ankles, wrists, stuff like that. And he was like, come on in if y'all want exercises that you can do at home. If you guys want ideas of how to stretch, if you guys like need anything, please come in and I will talk to y'all, explain all. And that was just so cool. Like that was just my favorite thing about him, was that he was so passionate about his job.
He loves his job.
And it just shows. But I never got to see you guys because we would lift at 6. And so then y'all are 7, 8-ish.
It depends. When like last spring there was a random day where we were at like 5:30 and then and then this spring it's consistently like when we were in 8 hours it was like I think 7. And then I think after it's been like when you can just come in and do it,
which is really nice.
Yeah.
But do you guys ever do sleds?
Sometimes. It was in a block for a little bit where we would do like it was like a sled sprint kind of thing. Did you guys do sleds?
Yeah, all the time. I don't like sleds.
That's so funny. I wonder, did you guys ever do the bike?
Okay, we did like once, but our big thing was like we were hit hard with the sleds. And I'm sure I know there was a reason. I honestly didn't bother to ask because every time I saw the sleds on there, I was like, oh my gosh,
No.
it's 6 a.m. Please don't make me do this. Like it's twice my body weight. I don't want to do this. But after the summer, when I saw you guys doing the assault bike, I was like, thank God we have sleds. Thank God we have sleds.
That was a mentality day for sure. Cause I'm sure we had ran that morning too.
Yeah.
That was just
up and down the stadium steps.
Maybe that day wasn't bad. The stadium days. Did you see that one too?
I didn't see that one, but he had us run the stadium stairs. So that's
those weren't terrible.
I think that's funny. Okay, so actually now I have a question, and I don't know if you can answer this, but so y'all focus on different things for different parts of the season. You were saying in lift, and I guess in practices. But you kind of explained the practice part. For lifts, what are like the big things y'all focus on in season versus in the fall?
So in the fall, like during season, we're definitely
spring. Sorry.
No, you're good. When we're in the fall during season, it's definitely more about, so like he won't change up our lifts very often and you're not going as heavy, especially if you're getting high minutes. But because if you switch up a lift just a little bit, like if you go from like, I think we were doing eccentric stuff one week. And then for the last week, we didn't do eccentric. It was supposed to be our deload week. And even though it was a deload week, we stopped doing the eccentric. And because of that, we were able to go heavier. And it made it, we were all so sore the next day. And so like I like kind of said something to him and he was like, that's why we don't ever switch stuff up in the fall, is because the slightest tweak can make you incredibly sore or like make you super fatigued. And we don't want that. We want to make sure we're maximizing our practices and keeping your body in peak shape so you can play. Because I mean, 2 games a week for 3 months, it's a lot. Like we play a lot of games.
Wow.
And so trying to make sure everyone's bodies stay healthy is super important. So I would say that like we don't really change a whole lot in the fall. Like we'll do a block deload, but it's never anything crazy. Where in the spring and the summer, it is definitely like trying to make sure that like we're getting stronger, faster, fitter. And so it's definitely like we're how sore can you be? Don't ice bath afterwards because we want the most from your muscle like growth, and you can only hot tub, like those kind of things. Obviously still taking care of your body, but I think that those are the biggest differences.
Wow, that is so cool to hear about, just like the difference between the seasons. I actually didn't know that y'all changed it up like that. I mean, I assumed that you did, but it's just interesting.
Yeah.
Did you do lifts like that in high school at all for soccer?
Just with my family, yes. I actually strength trained with a good friend of my mom's. He competed at CrossFit too, but then he started working with kids, at just like athletes and all kinds. And his name's Jared Stevens. But he was awesome. And then I worked with another guy, Ron Boyce, who we would run together. So it was like they did it together, and he would strength, and then Ron would do the running. But they were very, very similar. And I feel like Hayden and Jared both have very similar mindset. They're both very intelligent. And so I feel like the stuff, like I would come in and I'd be like, oh, I've done this before because I used to do it back home.
Yeah.
So very similar stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so that's nice too, that you're like used to the movements. Because I feel like sometimes when you're not fully used to the movements, I feel like you just don't get the most out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's just awkward and clunky for a little while until you like fully get it. Yeah.
I agree.
Because there were some things that I remember doing in lift, and I was like, I've never done this in my life. Like, I feel like I'm doing it wrong. And like, no matter how many people there are, like, they might look away for 1 second. You do something wrong, you know? So it's nice to have that little background. That is so cool. I love that you and your mom did CrossFit and that you like got to know coaches from that.
Yeah.
She's still doing CrossFit then.
Yeah. She took a little bit of time off, and I think she's starting to slowly get back into it. The Open, actually, CrossFit Open starts this week. It's like the first round of like trying to get to CrossFit Games and CrossFit events. But starts this week. She's super excited. I think she's gonna try at it. I'm not sure where she's really standing at, but I think she's gonna do the Open and just see where she lands. But I think she's excited about it.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are just going to head to our next break. When we come back, we are going to talk a little bit about the mentality side of soccer, I think. So stay with us.
People make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hey fellas, let's take a quick time out here. February is American Heart Month, and listen, men are the worst at getting checked out. We'll watch every stat in the league, but ignore the most important one. That's our own heart health. So here's the play. Talk to your doctor about scheduling a quick heart screening at Advanced Medical Imaging. It's fast, it's easy, and it could save your life. Your family needs you around a lot more than your fantasy team does. Make the call, get the checkup, take care of your heart at Advanced Medical Imaging.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate. Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Central and Western Nebraska, this one's for you. On March 7th, Love Nebraska brings the pro game to the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island for a 7 p.m. showdown with Love Salt Lake, presented by FNBO. No long drive, no watching from afar, just live action in your backyard, featuring powerful serves, high-flying attacks, and the kind of intensity that builds with every rally. This is your chance to experience Nebraska volleyball up close as the entire state comes together for one big night. Get your tickets now at lovbneb.com/tickets.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Back to Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Welcome back, guys. Today I am with Charlie Wistrom, and we are going to just get right into it. So, Charlie, can you tell me about what a day in your life looks like normally?
Right now, it depends on the season. Right
True.
now. So here, I'll tell you what today looked like.
Yeah, give me all of it.
So woke up at about 6:10 and I made myself a little breakfast at the house, and then I drove over. I left about 6:50, drove over to Cook Pavilion. It's where we practice when it's cold out. And then I got my stuff on, kind of got ready. We started warm up at 7:45. We ran the fitness test. Had a 2-hour practice afterwards, and then finished about 10:30. And then I went up to have a meeting with Coach Walker. And then after that, I had class at 11. And then after that, at about 12:30, I went straight over to Hayden's to lift. And then after that, at about 2 o'clock, I went and had a quick lunch. And then I came home, showered, did homework, and then I left to go take an exam.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
At about 4 o'clock. Today was a busy day. And then after that, I went and ate dinner at about 5 and then hung out at dinner until I came here.
Wow. That is a packed day. How did that test go?
I took it about 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll see.
What was that for?
Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's fun. I didn't know you were in Spanish right now.
It's required to take 2 languages for sports media and broadcasting.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. Arden, shout out Arden. She has a show after us. She's a sports media, I believe. major as well, and I want to ask her what she's studying. That is so cool.
I wonder if it's for broadcasting or sports media because I'm double majoring. So I don't know if it's for which one.
I want to say it's broadcasting.
Yeah, then it is broadcasting. I just bunched them together. But it's just sports media that requires 2 languages?
I don't know. It might be broadcasting. It might be sports media. I'm not sure.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll have to ask her after this. Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
But what about during season?
During season, if I recall, I didn't have class before, but some girls do. But we would practice at 10 o'clock. It was a later practice. We would get done about noon. I think I had a class at like 12:30 some days, and then some days I would have a class like 2. It just depended what day. So I'd either go recover and then have lunch and then go to class, or I'd go to class and then recover and have lunch. And then usually I'd go home, watch film, or I would study. I feel like it's just definitely lighter unless we're traveling or we have a game day. Game days are really like literally nothing all day long until the game. I mean, if you can do that, that's what most people do. But yeah, it looks very different in the spring.
Wow. Okay. And then summer. You don't take any summer classes?
I did my first summer here, but I'm so far ahead of schedule they actually won't let me this summer. But I know it's really nice. I'm not mad about it.
Funny.
But summer is we're up, I think, at like 5:30. We're usually getting to facilities by 6, starting stuff by like 6:30. We lift, we run. I believe we lift, ran, and practiced every single day. I think is what it happened. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think is what it looked like. And we would lift, run, and then we would come back later in the day and practice. And then we'd lift, run, come back later in the day and practice. I'm pretty sure that's what it looked like every day. Summer is full. You're doing stuff all day long.
Wow. I actually don't know how you did classes with all of that.
Summer classes are easy, especially when they're online. I don't feel like they're too much.
Yeah. I remember like I took a music class about like pop music over the summer.
History of rock?
Yes.
Yes, everyone takes that class. It is game changer.
That was like my summer class. And I remember I was like, this is cake. This is so fun.
So nice.
Yeah.
We've got Quizlets for everything. Perfect.
That's funny. Okay, well, that's crazy that they won't let you take summer classes, but that is so nice.
I'm not mad about it.
No, I wouldn't be either. So are you planning, like, just as of now, to stay for all 4 years then?
That is, I would like to use all 4 years of eligibility.
Yeah.
But that's my plan. I just ended up getting ahead just with high school classes and whatnot.
Oh yeah. So did you take any like AP classes in high school?
I took a couple. I think my mom was super good about like, well, it's cheaper in high school and why not get the credits while you're here? And so like she was really good about pushing that on me. And so it made it to where I should have had a really light load going into college.
Yeah. You know, actually, I remember my mom had said pretty much the same thing. And she was like, Ashlee, I guarantee you, like, the high school teachers are going to be better than the college teachers. And I was like, what do you mean? But I had one class, like, I feel like all of my college professors have been pretty good. I did have one class though, that like, I actually did not do well on the AP test. So I did not pass that. So I had to take it in college, and my college professor, I don't know if they were just really bad or what, but I had the world's worst time in that class. And I was like, I so took it for granted in high school. So
yeah, there's like, I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, but only one of them was counting towards college credit. And so I had to retake another in college.
Yeah.
And I'm so mad I didn't take 2. I'm so mad.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so do you know Spanish pretty well then? I know it's kind of hard. Even when you take a couple of years. I took it in up to 5th grade.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing well.
I did too. I went to a private school growing up for a little bit, and I actually took it kindergarten through 4th grade.
Yes.
And then jumped back into it my freshman year of high school. You think I should be borderline bilingual by now, but definitely not even close.
Wait, that's actually so funny because when I went to private school too, and that was like the exact same situation.
Yeah.
And I remember like sometimes I don't even tell people anymore because they're like, do you know Spanish
And
really
I'm like,
well?
You think I would? I know the rules of Spanish. I
Yeah.
could read you like what if it was in front of me, I could probably tell you what it's trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Nope.
what it's saying.
That's pretty funny. Okay. So during the season, how do you balance traveling and academics and Spanish class and all of that stuff?
Well, I hadn't decided on a major yet last fall, and so I feel like I was in just kind of a bunch of random classes, so it wasn't terrible. I had a lot of online classes. I think online classes save. I actually think there's some sports teams, like I think baseball, they won't let them take in-person classes because they're gone so much. Like this month, I think they were gone Thursday through Monday every single week. So they're only here Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah, something along the lines of that. And so I think that there's like, I mean, there's certain sports teams they won't let take in-person classes, but for me, I have like 2. So like this semester I have like 3, and then I think last semester I had 2. And so it's not as bad. And they let you send the email out before where it's like, oh, I am on a sports team, and they always make an exception for athletes if you can prove that you're actually gone for sports. So it was never bad. And also too, like traveling, like I feel like teachers are pretty understanding. If there's like lessons they need to record, they'll record them. It's not terrible. I think especially after COVID, they have a lot of like ways around it.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like after COVID, I also think professors got a little bit more chill even about like not recording it. They were like,
agree.
just meet me in my office.
Yeah.
Like we'll go over it.
We'll
And I'm
talk
like,
about it.
You're telling me that I can hear this whole hour class in 10
2
minutes?
Okay. So it was not that important.
Yeah. So that's funny. Wow. Well, that's fun. Are you feeling excited about this upcoming year? Do you have a full class load in the fall? Do you sign up for classes yet?
Say it again?
Do you sign up for classes yet?
I actually just sat down with the JOMC academic advisor, and we came up with like the rest of my time here, like what it'll look like.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it's like anywhere from like 9 to 12, I think, hours per semester, which is super nice. I think I have to be in 12 every fall. I think that's mandatory.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this upcoming semester. I think for school wise, it'll be okay. It'll be what it is. But for soccer, I'm really excited.
Oh, that is going to be really fun. Okay, now we're going to shift. I know I said we were going to talk about mindset, and I would like to touch on that hopefully a little later. But what made you want to do sports media and broadcasting double major?
So I could not decide on a major for the life of me. I was thinking somewhere like sports exercise nutrition science, and then I realized after my second biology class, if I hate biology this much, I should probably not be in this major. So I started trying to explore other things, and I just know that like obviously I want to stay involved in sports and that world, and I don't know, something about it piqued my interest. Can't remember what, but I kind of just started going down the rabbit hole of like professions within it. And so then I was like, okay, sports media communications, bang, like I like that. And then I have so many credits towards like just graduating that she was my academic advisor was like, well, you might as well double major. You need like 3 more classes to count for broadcasting too. And I was like, oh, okay, then yeah, let's do it. So
that's so nice.
Yeah, it ended up working out really well.
Okay. So you started sports media classes, right?
Mhm.
You started broadcasting classes?
I think they all kind of go hand in hand, and that's why it was so easy to double major in them. Because like right now I'm in a class, it's called JOMC 131.
Okay.
And they actually, it's like you have to complete modules as you go throughout the semester. And there's actually like a section for ad PR, and then there's a section for sports media and broadcasting that it's like if you were in either of those majors, you do those modules, and then there's like another one that's in that realm. I can't remember what it is.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so they all kind of go hand in hand, and it works all together, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so again, Arden, shouting her out all the time because that's all I know really about the broadcasting side of things. Have you gotten to like broadcast at all?
Not yet, but I think next semester, it depends what I choose. There's like a bunch of different options, but like I can either go, and I think I have to do multiple, so I actually might end up doing it later. But I think for this next semester, they said they want me taking pictures just because of my schedule, how it works, but I'll have to like actually go take pictures of other sports teams, which is super fun. I'm super excited about it. But also too, I think eventually I might have to do like a broadcasting thing. I don't know if you've seen it, but like if you walk through the JOMC like Anderson Hall building on that TV, they'll have like the kids doing I think it's that. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think eventually I might, But I also think the broadcasting part is like actually being behind the camera and that kind of stuff. I'd rather be in front of the camera talking. That's definitely what I'm good at. I'm not good at the technology stuff, but I think that it's like all of it.
Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. We will all have to connect you with Arden after this.
Okay.
But also, so would you have any sports preferences if you were to be talking about any sports?
There's definitely sports if I didn't get to choose, I would have to like definitely learn a lot. Like, I don't know squat about basketball. I don't know anything about golf. I don't know anything about tennis. Like, I definitely like there's certain sports that I know a lot about, and then the rest I'm like,
yeah,
I'd have to learn a lot. But I definitely don't have a preference. Like, I would love to talk about anything. I think anything is super interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So, what sports specifically were they the ones you played as a kid? What sports would you be good at talking about?
I feel like I'm good with soccer, football, baseball, volleyball. I feel like I could maybe hockey. Track. I could definitely talk track. Yeah, I mean those big ones, but there's just random ones like basketball, you've got me lost. Tennis, I'm lost.
That's funny. And there are like I feel like as a kid you do only certain sports, and the sports that you're not in, sometimes you just never become fluent in them, you know?
Never.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, moving on to fun little hobbies you have. You told me the other day you got into horseback riding just as like a little
bit, like
fun,
3 times
random
maybe,
thing.
maybe.
It's so fun. Okay, how did that start?
My boyfriend's grandma, actually, she used to be really big in the Western riding world, and she traveled all over the world and got to judge those shows. And so she still owns a couple of horses, and she keeps them at her friend's house now, and we all go down and ride them. But it's literally just been like 3 weekends.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
That's so cool. So I've only done that once, but it's really hard. Like, are you getting the hang of it?
I go really, really slow and we just cruise through cornfields, probably like 2 miles an hour. But yeah, it's fun. It's not, it's like there's weird little things that she'll be like, keep your heels down. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize
She's
that
a
was
pro.
thing. No, she knows. She knows. I'm like, I wonder how silly I look right now.
Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Do you have any other like random hobbies that you've been into right now? Like, what do you do to decompress during the season or off season? I guess I feel like it's always season though.
I mean, I feel like any time spent that I'm not doing soccer related or school related, I'm either with my friends, my mom and dad, or my boyfriend. So I feel like it's just quality time spent with people. Nothing really particular. Yeah,
that's so special. All right, well, that is a great way to head into our next commercial break. So we will be right back.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Back to Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Welcome back, guys. We are in the last 5 minutes of Above the Noise, and I want to do something fun. Do you want to do something fun, Charlie?
Absolutely.
Okay. We're going to do rapid fire questions because that's my favorite thing in the whole world to do. I feel like you can get to know someone so well from this. Okay. So, first thing first, coffee or matcha?
Matcha.
Ooh, really? Wait, I have to know why. This is not so rapid.
Coffee. Okay, this is going to sound so funny, but I think coffee really messes with my cortisol. I'm like, my mom and I, this might be TMI. I start sweating out of my belly button. Like, I feel like my heart's going a million miles an hour. It's just too much for me.
Okay, wait, that's so real. Because when I switched over to matcha, I felt so much better, and I was able to sleep better. It was incredible.
I agree.
Okay, morning person or night owl?
I feel like both. I mean, I don't love getting up, but like once I'm up in the morning, I'm up. I feel like once you wake me up, I'm fine. I just don't want to like get out of bed, if that makes sense.
That's
But
so
I
real.
don't mind the mornings.
That's so real. Okay, what is your go-to comfort show?
Right now, I'm watching The Sopranos.
Yes.
And I love it. I'm almost done. I'm like 5 episodes from finishing it. And then
Oh
I'm
my
going to start
gosh.
Landman.
That's going to be so good. What are you starting?
Landman.
That's a good one too. Okay, wow, good job. What is your favorite movie?
The Notebook.
Oh, do you cry? Do you cry at
Every
it?
time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sidetrack. Have you seen Me Before You? You need to watch it.
Who's in it?
Honestly, I don't even know. Oh, I'll have to look it up
Okay.
later. It's so good though. I cry
Okay.
every time. I feel like if you like
I
The
feel
Notebook,
like I
you would
might
like it.
have.
You probably have, but I'll show you after. Okay. What is one food you could eat every day?
Steak. I eat steak every day. They always have it at
yum.
training table.
They do. They have the best food at training table,
I
guys.
swear. We're so lucky.
Oh my gosh. Like they always have this little like chef table where like they'd make you food in front of you. Do you know what I'm talking about? What is it called?
Action Station.
Yes.
The Action Station.
And they would have different food all the time. They'd like make it in front of you and it was so
So
fun. They'd
fun.
always do like stir fry.
Yeah.
I miss it. I miss it.
So good.
Okay. Dream city to live in.
I don't know. I feel like I really like when I'm older, I want to move somewhere really warm. I feel like somewhere like Arizona or Texas or Florida, but I don't know what city. I don't
Ooh,
know.
That's a good one. Like somewhere warm.
Yeah.
You're a warm girly?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's good. What is your go-to karaoke song?
I've never done karaoke. I don't think I have.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. What's your favorite song right now or ever?
Ever. I just feel like my fallback is always something by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't know. Like I couldn't give you a name right now.
That is so good. Okay, I love that. Texting or FaceTime?
FaceTime for sure. I hate texting.
That's a good one. Okay. Spend money on clothes or spend money on electronics?
Clothes for sure.
Okay. Celebrity crush?
If I don't say my boyfriend, he'd get sad.
True. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry I asked. What is, other than steak, actually, I'm really intrigued about this from training table. What is a different food that you could eat every day? I feel like steak's like a good one, but I just have to know.
I guess I can't count mango. Their mango at training table is outrageous. It's so good.
True. Okay.
So good.
That's fun. CrossFit or school lifts?
I gotta be honest, CrossFit, just purely because our school lifts, like you do a block, so you'll do the same lifts for a week, and then you'll do that block for like 4 weeks. So it gets
True.
redundant. I feel like CrossFit, it's switching it up all the time, and then sometimes you'll repeat an old workout that you haven't done in months. It's fun. It's entertaining.
That's true. Okay, that's a good one. Game day or practice day?
Game day, 1,000,000%.
day. Okay, I feel like I should have known that one. Okay, sports media or broadcasting?
I don't really know what the difference is at this point. I feel like they go hand in hand.
That's a good point. Okay, gold or silver?
Gold.
Let's go. All right, that's what we're going to end off on. She's a gold girl, y'all. And thank you guys so much for listening to Above the Noise. Again, if you guys have any suggestions on who you want to see on the show, please reach out to me at the Ashlee Mitchell on Instagram. And I can't wait to see y'all next time.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but